Thank you everyone for listening to our little chat this morning. Good morning to you all. Thank you for all your good wishes and good mornings and good afternoons in the chat box. I'm Elizabeth Fracolosi, Minister with the Journey Within. Welcome to our Sunday morning Zoom service, virtual service. Today we have the absolute pleasure of having Simone Key with us this morning. She is a tutor at the Spiritualist National Union, a diploma holder in speaking and spiritualist education, as well as a certificate holder in speaking, demonstrating, and teaching. Simone regularly teaches many aspects of mediumship and healing, providing lectures, seminars, and workshops nationally and internationally, as well as teaching the teachers. The subject of trance is so very close to her heart, and trance healing, trance speaking, and trance communication are intrinsic to her. We begin our services this morning with spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is normally a laying on of hands in prayer to be used in conjunction with, never instead of, medical practice or advice. As we are meeting virtually, our healers that are present will be sending healing to all of you here and to those we are requesting prayers for. We are grateful for our volunteer healers who are with us this morning and for their dedication as healers. If you'd like to request healing for someone, please put their first name and last initial in the chat box, last initial only. This is for privacy. These names will be forwarded to our healers for absentee healing. Please, you can also include your pets and world circumstances. You may also call the church or email us if there is anyone during the course of the week you'd like to request healing for, including pets and, as I said before, the planet or global circumstances. We will open with prayer, followed by a period of quiet meditation. If you'd like to participate in the healing, please, at this time, quiet yourself, focus on your own breathing, and as you inhale, feel yourself boosting your own immune system, igniting the inner healer within. Please join me in prayer. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our minds and bodies and to restore us to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Amen. As we gently come to the end of healing, we will continue to remember and pray for those who are suffering and who are in need of healing. Amen. And now, I'd like to open the service by inviting Simone Key to begin our service with prayer, followed by song. Thank you.
Please join with me. Divine and loving Spirit, our God, as we join together as one, we cast away the trials of the day and unite in love to you, our God. As we look to you today, we ask that your power shines brightly on all of us, no matter where, no matter who, that each one of us can move our minds towards your power and receive that love, that light, and that commitment that you give us every moment of every day. We know that we don't have to look far to see in humanity to humanity. And we ask and pray that our thoughts go to our world everywhere to bring peace and to bring joy and to alleviate suffering at all costs. We know that together we can make a difference, that our thoughts are powerful and uplifting, and that we have the responsibility that you give us, our God, to help us face each day, knowing that there is a better life to come. We know that today is a celebration where the two worlds of spirit and matter unite, where there is no veil or separateness, but just a joining together of minds. We do all this in your power, And we welcome those that come to us from that world we call the spirit world, to bring us that joy, to bring us that peace, and to show us that love never dies. Amen.
I'd like to invite Simone Key to please present the address for this morning's service.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Today, I'm reluctant to say this morning because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. But today I'd like to share my thoughts with you on the spirit within. And as spiritualists, we know that we survive physical death. We all know that. That's the reason why we're all together, because we celebrate that fact that there is no such thing as death, and that each one of us lives on in light and in love. But I wanted us to think about the spirit within this morning or today, because I really feel that we underestimate our own inner power. I want us to rely on the fact that we each have a light, and that light shines so brightly, and it touches regardless of us, whether we think it or we don't. And we are drawn often to people by their light. And we don't know, maybe on an unconscious or subconscious level, that we can feel their light shine brightly, but we're not sure about it. And what amazes me is how we come together in light and in love, and how we can share that light between us. And that light for me is everything, because it's all about progress. And we know, no matter where we live, who we are, we know that our world today is in desperate need of that light. And each one of us, I believe, has a duty of care to our own spirit, our own higher self, that we live our lives in accordance with that spiritual knowledge. Not just the fact that we survive physical death, but that life is for living, and life is for enjoying, and not just for enduring. Each one of us has a duty of care to ourselves, to know that we are together in the power of the spirit. Of course, we've all got our differences. We may believe different ways, different things, but that's what we're entitled to do, because it's only through our understanding, our experience, and our learning that we can change. But transformation has to happen, I believe, to all humankind now. No longer can we sit back and just allow other people to do everything for us. We have to take control of ourselves. We must take control of our own thinking, our own knowledge, and safeguard that knowledge, not allow other people to tread on us and think, I mean that hypothetically, and tread on us in terms of denying us the knowledge that we survive physical death. We have a light that shines so brightly, and I believe that this is our time to progress. That light is knocking on the door of your mind and my mind, saying, listen to me, focus on me, share me, experience me, and use me to uplift, to enlighten, and hopefully inspire others. Because that's what our light can do. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live, what you do for a living, how old you are. It makes no difference to your light. Your light is there forever. And eternity is a very long time. And we need to know and need to be sure that that light is powerful. There are days when you feel more powerful than others. Of course, that's human nature. But it doesn't mean that your light is dim. And you have the responsibility to take that light into our world and to show, no, not by telling people what to do and how to do it and what to believe, but to show by example who we are, because we should stand proud now for the spirit. The spirit world that works with me says the words, It's not enough to know you have a spirit. It's how you use it to move people's minds away from indoctrination. I know from what they tell me that indoctrination is their enemy because they can't get through to people. It's like trying to permeate steel with energy. It's impossible because it's only when we're open-minded that we find the spirit. And that is a challenge to all of us, to see how far our spirit will take us, to see how far our knowledge can progress, where we can understand, oh, not just everybody else, but ourselves. Each one of us is an individual that is loved by the power of the spirit. And sometimes I feel spiritualism doesn't get in my opinion, the greatest message is not just that we survive physical death, because let's face it, we're all going to find that out one day. But the fact is that while we live, no matter how low and how isolated we feel, we are never alone. That to me is the greatest message, because knowing that there's someone somewhere who cares about you is important to me. And the fact that we are all joined together in the power of the spirit means that each one of us has the capacity and capability of changing our lives. When we look forward to tomorrow and we just say, let's see what it brings, not I want this, I want that, I want to be. Who cares? I want to know what's out there. I want to understand what's out there. I want to know who I can care for, because the world needs that care. You need that care, as so do I. But we need to show the world that as a unit, that together we can make a difference to the world with our thoughts that can help and encourage and support and also motivate other people into doing something to help themselves. It isn't just about our connection with the spirit. Of course, that's a massive thing for me, and huge. But it's how we treat each other is what the spirit is trying to teach us. How to care for each other. All of you that have written all those names that you want healing for today in the chat box, you show me how much you care. Because if you didn't, they wouldn't be there. And for me, absent healing is the highest form of service, because nobody knows you're doing it. You've got to take time to do it. You've got to think about others to do it. You're not seen to do it either. But as a medium, we can tell if you do it, because it's there, uppermost in the aura, because it's selfless, so selfless. So I know that the power of the spirit that motivates you is powerful, because it's opening your mind to so much more. It's helping you see that power that can touch other people. And you don't have to tell people what we do. You'll never see me going, hey, everybody, look at me, I'm a medium. That's the last thing I'm going to do. I only tell those that need to know. The rest of the world doesn't need to know. They may need to know who I am, because I care about them. And they care about me with a bit of luck. But we need to understand that what we each have is powerful. And that power can be used daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, in the second. But every time we use that power, we are showing the world who we are, by example, because we are helping someone somewhere to live their life in accordance to what they were born to be. We can't ask for more than that. We can ask that the power of the spirit touches every single person here today. And each one of you should feel that power moving through your body, moving through your mind and touching your spirit. And once the power touches your spirit, there is a transformation because there is an awakening within to show you who you are. An idea, a concept may come to you from your own higher self, your spirit. And your spirit is formidable. No matter what happens to you, that can't die. That can't be hurt. It can't be destroyed. It's as tough as old boots. And I'm proud that it is. I'm proud that together we are focusing on the power of our spirit. Even as we speak today, we are using that power to help, to support, to encourage others to open theirs too. I have a wonderful religion. You may not be your religion, but it's mine. And I know that I look to the power of that spirit in my daily life to help me to help others, as you do too. And together we make that difference to find peace in our hearts and in our minds. And when we found that peace, we can spread that peace to others because we've earned it. My goodness, have we earned it? And we've all been there. We've all been through hard times. And we have to agree that the world is in a bit of a mess at the moment and could do with a little bit more peace, a little bit more quiet, and to understand that stillness and silence are the essence of the spirit. And I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Simone, for such a beautiful address.
Oh, thank you.
And forgive me for saying, but I just love the fact that my spirit and the beauty and the power of it is as tough as old boots. I'm going to take that with me. I might steal that from you. I love that. Thank you for allowing me to.
You're very welcome.
Wonderful, wonderful, if I may say. Thank you. So now we're going to shift our gears and we come time for our collection and announcements. There is a scan box for donations for your convenience, and we certainly appreciate all donations, great or small. You can also send in a donation or visit the church website if you are so moved. Divine and loving Spirit, you have blessed us with our home. We ask you to bring us the means to keep it alive and growing. Amen. So our announcements are, please consider becoming a member of our community, even if you're not within the driving distance, walking distance, or flying distance of the journey within. You can still be a member of our community, and we appreciate your support. And then you will get newsletters and that connection as well. And our online coming events and classes, we've coming to the end of summer. So August 25th, Animal Communication and Guides with Lillian Steiner is what's online. And in person at the Journey Within coming up, first and third Sundays of each month, mediumship development classes, all levels with Pastor Joe and guest tutors at 12 p.m. And the next class is today, August 18th. So if you're considering or you're part of it, today's the day. September 5th, demonstration of mediumship with John Holland and Joseph Scheel. September 6th and 7th, signs, symbols, and images, understanding the language of spirit with John Holland and Joseph Scheel. So we are constantly updating our website with new classes and events. Please look there for the most up-to-date information. And again, I'd like to thank all our volunteers at this time, because through our volunteers, the journey and our community continue to thrive. Thank you so very much. And now we come time for our demonstration of mediumship. As a spiritualist church, we believe life is continuous. And through our demonstration of mediumship, we seek to reunite you here with those loved ones, those people in your family, your friends who have crossed over. If you can take 90 to 100% of the evidence, we would ask you to please raise your hand. And if you're new here or you'd like to find it, because Zoom keeps changing, if you'd like to practice raising your hand, please do so now. Wonderful. Great. Wonderful. It's working. And we also need to practice lowering our hands. So if you can lower your hand at this time, we appreciate it, because if you can take the initial pieces of evidence, but then not the next pieces of evidence, we would ask you to please lower your hand so we may find the recipient quickly. If several people can take the information, it is up to the medium, which is Simone Key today, to discern the right recipient. So please be guided and listen to what Simone is saying. If you're invited to speak, then please unmute yourself and come in with voice. If you have been invited to speak and then you're having problem with unmuting, we're not setting that intention today. We're not going to have that technical difficulty, but just in case, we would ask you to type in the chat box and we can work it that way. We appreciate that. We will now have song followed by the message prayer in preparation for the demonstration. At this time, please think of your loved ones and ask them to come close. Please join me in the message prayer. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. I would now like to invite Simone to offer the demonstration of mediumship this morning.
Thank you very much. Just aware of a lady who's joined us today, and she's mum, and she would like to speak to her daughter. And I know this is a mum who was very, very strong-minded woman, even to the point she says, please don't think I'm criticizing her, I'm the last person to do that, but she seems to feel that she was very stubborn. I know that she is looking for her daughter because she says, my daughter was with me every step of the way towards the end of my life. She never left me at all. I know that this mum she shows me a ring which has got an emerald in it, which is unusual for me. I don't normally describe jewelry, but she was quite keen on me telling somebody that. But I also feel that this mother loved to dress up. When there was a special occasion, she sparkles. Everything about her, she's got sparkly eyes and she's got wonderful jewelry that sparkles. And I think she's a bit like a jackdaw. She was attracted to anything that sparkled. Does anybody understand this, please? Just to start with.
We have Rebecca and Anne Marie.
Okay.
We have, well, actually, we have about seven, we have quite a few hands.
Oh, okay.
A lot of hands are going up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a woman who I feel was an American lady because I can hear her accent. And I feel that she had a very, very strong voice. She could be quite cutting. This is her opinion. Please don't think I'm judging her. As I said before, I'm the last person to judge anybody. But she says that she could be quite critical of people. Okay. And always said it like it is. Okay.
We still have about 6 hands up.
No, that's not right. Okay, let's see if we can get something else. I know that towards the end of her life, she had, I don't mean the very end, but the last few months of her life, she had difficulty with the esophagus. There was a difficulty in swallowing and certain foods as well. She couldn't eat that she would be used to.
We have 5.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can find something that's I'm asking her to work with me because she's quite impatient. Okay. Okay, let's see. She liked to wear gloves, is what she's showing me, but they're not woolen. I don't know what you would call them. They're material, but they're not woolen gloves. She's can I talk to Anne-Marie, please?
Right. Yes, we've narrowed it down to 3 people. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Anne-Marie, can I just hear your voice, please?
Hi, Simone. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I think this is my mom.
Yeah, I think so too. Just a moment. Let's just make sure we're with the right person, though, because as I feel your mum close to me, I know that you and she were like, she was so close. There's no
Yes.
line separating you, and she talks about how you did everything together, and you gave up a couple of years of your life to look after your mum as well.
Yes.
Okay. She talks about how you would often take her out for a drive with the family as well.
Yes.
And because she talks about having a pride of place in the passenger seat and being able to have the window down and just look out on a good summer's day.
Yes.
And she talks about how she would talk about things that had changed in the location where you live.
Yes.
You know, she didn't like change very much, your mum, at all, and was quite upset by change. But I just want you to know, and I know you know this, but she wants me to tell you that, you know, your mum is so alive and so well. She comes across as a woman with a big personality. You couldn't keep her quiet.
Yes.
You know, and she, you know, don't take this the wrong way, because she's outspoken. She's not unkind, though. Please don't let me think that she is, because I know she's not. She's got a huge heart, but she
Yes.
always wants the best for people, and she gets cross when they can't get the best, you know.
Yes.
And she gets very upset with the medical profession when you have to wait. Would you understand the significance of that?
Absolutely. No patience.
Yes. And she talks too about how you've been thinking recently about, what do I have to do to move on? You know?
Correct.
Those are her words, by the way, not mine. And she's suggesting to you that you start thinking more about yourself, and then you know what's going to come, don't you? And less about others. But that's not going to be you. I know that. But she's saying to you, what she would love you to do is to start organizing things so that you have a break. So, in other words, don't just let life drift past you and then think, oh, it would have been nice to go there. It doesn't have to be far away, it doesn't have to be flights or any of that. But she's saying just somewhere for a couple of days. And she talks about October. Would you understand the significance of that?
Yes, absolutely.
Great. Okay. Because she's really happy that you're thinking more about yourself now and doing things that you want to do rather than pleasing everybody else. Okay. And she's saying to you, and your mum, I don't actually drink alcohol. No, I'm not an alcoholic, but it's just the fact that I happen to be diabetic and I can't drink alcohol. I think it's gin she's drinking, but it
Gin
could
and
be.
tonics.
Oh,
Yes.
that's fine. Okay, because I was going to say I don't know the difference between gin and vodka in a glass. So,
Yep.
but I know it was that kind of colorless, you know. But she was raising a glass of gin and tonic to me, okay, and showing you that she's here, and she's saying to you, I'm having the best time. Okay.
Yes.
I know your poor mum suffered a lot with her feet.
Yes.
And she's saying, I'm okay now. Don't have any of that. It's wonderful. I can go places. I can do what I want. I can talk to so many people here, because you've got a lot of family in the spirit world, she's saying. And she's saying that she's catching up with all of them now.
Yes.
And she wants to just come to close to you today and say, I know you don't need to hear this, but she needs to tell you. She just wants to say thank you. Thank you for
My
being
pleasure.
you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being you. You were so reliable, so dependable. You gave up so much for her. She's doing her very best to pay you back from her side of life. And she just wants you to know more than anything else in the world that she is so happy to see that life is changing well for you.
Thank you.
All
My
right.
siblings and I are having difficulty with thinking of selling her last home, the farm that they had for 60 years.
Okay, let me see what she says. Do you know what she said? I'm going to tell you, but you don't, I know you'll expect it. But she said, I'm not going to tell you everything she said, because she used language I can't use on the line.
Good.
Okay. But she's just said to you, sell the something thing. Okay. So in other words, just get rid of it. Don't let it be a problem.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying to you. Get rid of it. Enjoy it. Enjoy getting rid of it. Getting rid of it forever, because it means nothing to her now.
Right.
Please remember that. And she says, she knows you so well. She says, I know you'll be fair. I don't even have to think about that.
Yes.
All right. So please take your mum's advice. I'm not one to give advice, but just take it. Get rid of it. Don't make it a problem, because it certainly isn't for her. And she's also showing you some very small cups and saucers that have got little pink flowers on the side.
Okay.
Does that mean anything to you?
Those were her mother's. Yes, I have them.
Okay. That's what she's saying to you. Keep them.
Yes.
Get rid of the farm, but keep the crockery. Okay.
Right.
All right. Keep what matters. That doesn't
Right.
matter. Property doesn't matter, as long as everyone's happy. And she says, and you're good at keeping everyone happy. Okay.
Thank you, Simone.
So please take her love. She's fabulous. I like your mum. And
yeah.
Just know that she's doing her very best to bring some peace into your life. Okay. And thank you so much for working with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see who else we have here. All right. Oh, okay. I'm aware of a young woman in the spirit world. She doesn't look very old to me. She only looks to me in her 40s. And I know that she had breast cancer, and she'd had it over a couple of years, and then it just went right the way through her body. But I know she's a friend to someone here. I don't feel she's related. And I know that she was married and she's got 2 children, and she's a friend to somebody here. And I know that the friend that she wants to talk to is female, and that you would have talked a lot about life after death, because you were the only one she could talk to. Okay, got Sheila. Okay, can I just hear from you, Sheila? Thank you.
Hi, Simone. Yes, good morning.
Hello there. Do you understand all of that, Sheila?
Every bit of it.
Okay. And Sheila, would you understand that you were the only person she could talk to?
In terms of that, yes.
Yes, I'm only talking about life after death, and because it was such an emotional time. Of course, it's going to be emotional, but she says that you were able to help her, to make her feel strong and give her the power to get through those last few months.
Wow.
That's what she's saying to you. She could always trust you, is what she's saying to me.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, because she knew that you wouldn't tell everybody about what she was feeling, because she could talk to you more than even family at times, because of their emotional bond, if you like.
Yes.
And she could just be herself with you. Yes. And she talks about she'd actually gone through cancer twice. There's a remission.
Yes.
And it came back again with a vengeance. Okay. And she's talking about how she never really was able to explain to you how much of an impact you had on her, because this is why she's through today. And she says she's tried twice before, but it never worked out. Do you understand that?
I do, very much so.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Because she's saying to you, you know, you are very special to me, because I know that I can trust everything you think. And she's saying to you that you try to support the family just in the background after she passed as well.
Yep.
And she's thanking you for that, because, you know, you wasn't just enough that you helped her. You were just trying to help the family deal with that gap, if you like, that awful space in their lives.
Yep.
And kept talking about her being funny and her personality and the way she saw life and how different she was to everybody else. And she absolutely loves you for that, because you reminded them of not being sad all the time. Of course, it's going to be sad. You know, people. She was lovely and she's missed, but you helped them. You helped the family to see that she was being looked after, and that's what they needed to hear. And she wants to thank you, and she's talking about you now.
Yeah.
And she's saying to you, I want you to know that, you know, you deserve every happiness. Well, you know that anyway, but she's telling you that. But she's also saying to you, I want you to find time for you now. And that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, leaving your home or any of that, but just having some space where you can just go for a walk, because she's closest to you when you go for a walk outside your home.
Yes.
You do that regularly.
Yes.
And you love to look at the colors of the trees. I'm not into nature, sorry, it's not my thing, but anyway.
Well, and gardening was a very crossover with us.
Oh, fine. Okay, but she wanted to show you that she's so close to you now, and she's saying to you, what she's trying to help you with is peace of mind, because she says that you've been feeling, what am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to be going?
True.
And she says to you, you're all right as you are, you know, you're doing okay. But one of the things she's suggesting to you is writing. No, I'm not going to ask you to write a book. I wouldn't do that to anybody. But I am on her behalf suggesting that you write down almost like a journal, so that you can share it with other people of your spiritual experiences.
And I hear that a lot, and I believe she would say that.
Oh, good. Okay. Because she really wants to show you that you've got something to offer a lot of people. And it's that because you're so honest, you're so truthful, and you say things as they are in a good way, in a lovely way. And she's saying to you, that's what people want to hear today. They don't want to hear stuff that's all wrapped up in mumbo jumbo and they don't understand it. They want to get the essence, and that's what you're good at, is giving people the essence of the power. Okay. She's also with you because when you do absent healing as well, because she's telling me that you sit at a certain time of the day, almost dusk. Don't know what that time is. That's what she said. And you just sit quietly and you have a cup of tea, and you just like to have a list of people in your mind who you send thoughts out to.
I do.
And she's saying she's right by your side when she does that. And she's trying to do the very best she can. And she knows that somebody close to you has got a problem with their ear right now. If it's not their ear, it's their hearing.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. She just showed me the ear and I just put 2 and 2 together, come up with 6. It's okay. Yes. But she's just shown me that there's a problem with their hearing, and she's helping you with giving them absent healing as well. Okay. And she's doing, and they're not sleeping very well either. She's telling you.
True.
So that she's trying to help them have some peace of mind as well to get them to sleep. All right. And to take some of that pain away. But she's just such a lovely lady, and you can't, I promise you, she's there with you such a lot. And she says that when she comes close to you, you will feel, if you haven't already, feel almost like a stroking on the side of your face, like a cool breeze just on the side of your face. And when you do feel it, you'll know it's her. Okay. But she's so close to you right now because she wants to help you, because of all the help that you gave her, and a lot more than her as well. A lot of people. So please take her, love. She's a fabulous lady. Thank you very much for working with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Are we okay?
We are okay. If you feel that there's someone else you'd like to bring in, or if you're done, you're done. It's all good.
I think I've finished, to be honest, if that's all right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Two messages. You know, I just thought maybe you had someone. Thank you, Simone, for the beauty of what you do and carrying a message that is just so lovely and healing. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's lovely. Thanks.
So we have now come to the end of our service. And again, I'd like to thank everyone who worked to make this service possible. We will close with prayer and music. So again, I ask Simone if you would please the closing prayer.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So please join with me in prayer. Divine and loving Spirit, as we come to the end of our day's service, we give our thanks to you, our God, for allowing us this opportunity to come together and join in this way, in your light and in your power. We know our world needs healing in so many different ways, and we ask you to remind us to use our thoughts wisely, where we can help with others, no matter where that location may be, that we each have the power within us to help others find their own power. As we look to you, our God, today, we give thanks to all those minds that come close to us, giving us the benefit of their love, their light, and their understanding, showing us that that world of the Spirit is a beautiful world, an encouraging world, a supportive world, where each one of us matters to those who come close. And we look to you, our God, and give thanks to you for this wonderful moment together. Amen.
Thank you, everybody, for attending this morning's service. We truly appreciate each and every one of you as becoming part of this community. And again, thank you so much, Simone, for such a beautiful service. Your messages in the chat box are wonderful. Again, thank you so much, Simone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a lovely service for having you with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Mutual admiration. Yes. Everybody have a lovely rest of your day, afternoon.
And you. Take care. Bye-bye.